my name's Emma and welcome to my channel. I am an astrologer and I use astrology as well as other spiritual teachings to help people live a more mindful and authentically empowered life. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you the astrology forecast for the month of September. So I'll be going over the transits that we will be seeing in September, what you can expect to be seeing possibly or feeling during this month, as well as going over all of the dates that hold the most significant changes that will be occurring. Now, before I get into the astrology transits, I have my tarot deck here, and I thought that it would be fun this month to shuffle the cards on camera, see what comes out, see what the cards are showing for the month of September, and kind of transition into talking about the astrology transits after I pull a few cards. And, okay, the first card is the Seven of Wands. I'm just going to pull a few and see what comes up. I like to think of astrology as more of a left-brained sort of practice and tarot as more of right-brained practice, and both are useful. I use both for being able to tap into the energy, for being able to make predictions, and getting sort of a feel and understanding for what is coming up for people on an individual level and a collective level. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, very fitting for what the transits are saying this month. Let's pull maybe one or two more and then I'll go over them and relate them to what is happening with the transits. Oh, okay, perfect. Two more came up. Now, let me just pick these up. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So, this energy here, we have the Seven of Wands, which is all about really wanting to fight for what we want to accomplish. The Wands cards are all about taking action. So wanting to work hard and take action and fight for what you want in your life right now. However, with the Five of Pentacles, it could feel like it is this long journey, that your goals are taking longer than you would like them to take, and that it is a challenge for you this month, that whatever you are working towards might feel as though it is this long uphill battle. And this could be frustrating because with the Knight of Swords, you want to act now. You want things to work out right now. You want them to work out quickly and fast, and you don't want to have to wait. And we have the Queen of Wands, which is all about tapping into your power, really tapping into your confidence and being able to have a deeper understanding of what you want, what you deserve, having more confidence with yourself and how you take action and what you really allow into your life, and maybe standing up for yourself more. So it's these themes with these cards of having a clear vision, knowing what you want, wanting to go after what you want, but feeling slightly blocked and like there is this restriction, which makes complete sense for what is happening right now with the transits, which will lead me into that. We recently saw that both of the malefics, Mars and Saturn, came together in a square aspect, and this is a challenging aspect. And when you have two of these challenging planets coming together in a challenging aspect, it is going to feel very heavy. And we have Mars, this planet of action and really wanting to assert ourselves, go after what we want, take initiative, and really, it's our drive and it's our ambition to move forward in life. And then we have Saturn, which is this planet of restriction and blocks and time delays. So when we have these two planets coming together with this different energy, it could feel like you have this vision and you are trying to work towards your goals. You want things to happen really quickly, and you really want things to get moving, and you're putting in this effort, but you could feel as though there are some blocks that come up, there's some delays, there's some restrictions. That could be very irritating and frustrating. So on a collective level, this is what is going to be felt. But the key here is having patience. That is a key message this month. Having patience and really tapping into the energy of Virgo, because for most of the month of September, we are in Virgo season, and Virgo really has this down about understanding that it's not about everything happening all at once. Virgos are very good at having a schedule, having a day-to-day routine where they take small yet consistent steps towards their goals every single day, and then in the long run it adds up and it ends up working out. Now this is very different if you have a lot of that fire energy and you're very impulsive and you just want things to work out now and you don't have a lot of patience. But the theme here and the message here is patience and consistency, and creating a healthy maybe routine and schedule for yourself is going to be very, very beneficial for you, especially when working with this more challenging energy that we'll be seeing this month. And then on the 2nd of September, we see a full moon in the sign of Pisces. So the full moon is going to be in Pisces and the sun in Virgo. So this is really going to be about our intuition versus our rational mind, the subconscious and our connection to higher realms and our inner voice, our inner wisdom, what we can feel, what we can sense, and that intuition versus what we think, what our rational mind is saying, what we learn, what we know as fact. So when we're working with this Virgo Pisces axis, this energy of Virgo and Pisces, it's really about this balance between our rational mind and our intuition, our rational mind, our subconscious mind. So when we see the full moon in the sign of Pisces on the 2nd of September, this is really going to open us up more to the subconscious mind, to tapping in more with our intuition, and especially because we see a positive aspect here from Uranus. And Uranus is this planet that it's all about sudden changes and sudden insights, maybe sudden revelations. And we're seeing that Uranus will be trining the sun in Virgo, but also forming a harmonious sextile to the full moon in Pisces. And full moons in general are this time of release in some way. Full moons are a time of reflection where you can really be closing out this cycle and reflecting on what you need to release in your life, what is no longer serving you, what maybe you have been holding on to that is not good for your higher self. And through this full moon in Pisces, this very spiritual, this very intuitive sign, you can really use this energy of the full moon in Pisces to tap deeper into your intuition. So connecting with this full moon, having a full moon ritual where you go out and maybe sit outside with this full moon, meditate, and whatever you want to do, however you connect with that. And rituals can look different depending for all people, depending on what you want. There is no one ritual that you need to do, but just connecting with the full moon in Pisces and going within, listening to your inner voice and your intuition of maybe what you need to release in some way, what is not good for you anymore, and what can help you on your path in a more productive way when we connect that energy back to Virgo and Virgo season. So there's likely going to be new ideas, new revelations, a deeper connection with your inner self, with your intuition, with your subconscious mind during this full moon, and it's a great time of release. We also see that on the 2nd, the day of the full moon, Venus will be forming in opposition with Saturn. So Venus is this planet of love, beauty, how we give and receive love, and Saturn is this planet of restriction and blocks and maturity and really needing to get down to business. It can be sort of this buzzkill when it's connecting in opposition with Venus. So in terms of love and maybe how we express love to other people, or the love that we're feeling within ourselves, or that we're giving to others, or even that sense of just beauty and loving optimism in our lives can feel restricted. It could feel blocked in a way by Saturn. So that's something that could come up during the full moon. So it will be important, I think, to also try to tap into your sense of self-love, try to tap into your sense of just abundance, how you feel in your life in terms of your self-love and gratitude for yourself and others, even if it feels a little bit blocked and restricted and maybe not so much of that easy flow that it would in circumstances when Saturn wasn't connecting in that way to Venus. And then on September 5th, we see that Mercury will be entering the sign of Libra. And Libra is a sign about balance, harmony, being fair, being equal, and having a certain grace about how you communicate, because Mercury is the planet of communication. Mercury is our speech. It is our intellect. It's how we learn, how we think. So with Mercury entering the sign of Libra, this is going to help to give us some more grace to our speech, be a bit more diplomatic, and be maybe less harsh with our opinions and more equal in the way that we view things and how we communicate with others. And it's going to make us likely want to communicate more with others, because Libra is this air sign all about mental connection and having a lot of that mental energy and wanting to talk about different ideas and insights. So having Mercury enter Libra is going to help to bring more grace, more balance to how we communicate. Also, it could contribute to indecisiveness, because Libra is this sign, since it's the sign of the scales, and seeing both points of views, both perspectives, and wanting to not just be so rigid in one way of thinking. Libra wants to see all sides of an argument, or just taking consideration everything. That's why Libra can be more indecisive, because Libra is not this sign of having a clear-cut opinion. So that could come up as well. But overall, it's going to be very nice and pleasant for overall communication on a collective level. And then on September 6th, we see the planet Venus entering into the fiery sign of Leo. So Leo is this very passionate sign, all about confidence and romance and creativity. And Venus is the planet of love and beauty. So having Venus enter this fiery, passionate sign of Leo is going to bring more of those feelings of confidence and passion and courage into the way that we express love in our life. So how we view others, our romantic relationships, how we want to assert ourselves in love and romance, and also what we find beauty in. So Leo is also this very creative sign, and with Venus being the planet of beauty, this is a very good match, because it can help and aid in having more of these creative maybe ideas or impulses that come up and can be utilized through this energy. So overall, it's going to bring a lot of passion, maybe more confidence and courage into the area of love and romance and overall beauty in your life. Now, a major transit that's happening this month is on September 9th, where we see Mars go retrograde. So remember how I said that this month is going to take a lot of patience because of the Mars-Saturn square? Well, Mars going retrograde is really going to add to this, because Mars is the planet of wanting to take action, asserting ourselves. It's the warrior in the zodiac. It's all about our drive, our passion, moving forward in our lives and trying to get things done. So when Mars is going retrograde and moving backwards in the sky, it is going to have this reverse effect where it's going to cut us off from feeling like we are getting stuff done. It's going to slow things down, and it's going to feel like you're paddling upstream, and it's going to feel more challenging and restrictive, and like it's harder to assert yourself, or it's harder to move forward on different ideas or projects, or there's some sort of block. So the key here is patience, understanding if you are feeling this, then this is likely a reason why this is reflecting those feelings that are coming up for you. And because also we have Mars squaring Saturn, all of this combined is going to add to this frustration, and we're going to see Mars retrograde until November. So the key here is to just understand that patience will be needed. Try to not get too discouraged if things aren't working out right away. Keep being consistent with your goals and trying to move forward despite maybe some restrictions or delays coming up. And then on September 12th, we start to see this Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto conjunction that has been retrograde for the entire year of 2020. We start to see those planets going direct again. So on the 12th of September, we see Jupiter go direct. So that's the start of things easing up a little bit there. So Jupiter will go direct, which will really help to add back more of that optimism and that positivity and that feeling of abundance, because when Jupiter was retrograde, it was really that abundance and that optimism was not seen as much. Even though Jupiter overall is this very positive planet, it doesn't bring a lot of challenges. It is likely your perception of things, so not being able to really feel or see that abundance in your life clearly when it's retrograde. So it going direct is going to lighten things up again, and it's going to add more to the overall sense of optimism, and it's going to make things feel a little bit better and more comfortable. Now, towards the middle of the month, to the end of September, we see a lot of challenging aspects happening with the planet Mercury. So Mercury is our speech. It's how we communicate. It's our mind, what we think, our ideas. So we see Mercury will be squaring Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn, and opposing Mars in the middle towards the end of the month. So these challenging aspects are going to feel restrictive against how we communicate our speech and our ideas, and maybe how we communicate our ideas to others. So there could be some feelings of frustration and blocks when it comes to our creative ideas, our the way that we think and communicate these ideas to others, our speech and our conversations with other people, feelings of ego or control in the way of trying to get people to understand what we're saying and understand our ideas. And this could be felt on a collective level too, which it likely will. It really all depends on what's going on personally with your transit chart, but on a collective level, there could be some blocks and frustrations with ideas and plans and ways of thinking and communicating these ideas. So that's something that is showing up a lot with all of the challenging aspects to Mercury. And then on September 17th, we see the new moon in Virgo, and new moons are this time of new beginnings, this new start, new ideas flowing in, and having this new moon being in the rational earth sign of Virgo is going to help to bring more structure, routine, and practicality to these ideas, to what we want to initiate moving forward for the next upcoming month. And it's really going to bring this more grounded energy and this practical energy. And we see that the new moon in Virgo is going to be forming a harmonious trine to Saturn. And Saturn is all about maturity, having discipline and structure. And this really is going to add to the new moon in Virgo in terms of us having more responsibility, being more mature about things in our ideas and our daily routine, and trying to get things done and move towards our goals. So adding that structure is going to help. And then we see that also on the day of the new moon in Virgo, Mercury will be squaring Jupiter. So Mercury is our ideas, and it's how we communicate, and it's really about our intellect and our mind. So these ideas that are coming in are going to be connecting with this optimism of Jupiter, this abundance, this really this sense of optimism and luck. Even though it's connecting in a challenging challenging square aspect. Really, any aspects to Jupiter aren't that challenging. They're not that bad because Jupiter is a very abundant and positive planet. However, there is this risk of getting too in over your head and taking on more than you can really handle because you are so enthusiastic through Jupiter and you have all of this optimism that maybe you could take on or try to initiate more than you can really handle, and it could be overwhelming. But overall, it's the energy during the new moon is going to be very supportive for new ideas and taking initiative and having this responsibility and structure to actually follow through with these ideas and plans that you have. And then to close out the month on September 22nd, we see the sun enter Libra, which is the start of Libra season. And it's also very significant because it is the fall equinox. It is this changing of the seasons. We're entering the fall season, and Libra is this air sign cardinal energy. The cardinal signs are all about this shift in energy, this new energy, initiation, moving into this new phase of life, which we see through the season, this fall season of the leaves starting to change and fall and the change of weather. And this is really a significant point of all of your ideas, all of your plans, all of what you've been working towards, building towards, being able to initiate those plans and those ideas in this cardinal energy, really utilizing this mental air sign energy of Libra for your best benefit to initiate these plans and these ideas that you have. So the sun enters Libra, and then to close out the month on September 29th, the last major thing that's happening is Saturn goes direct. And then shortly after in October, Pluto will go direct, but that will really help because for this entire year, we've had that Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto conjunction in retrograde. So having Saturn go direct will really help to ease things up and have things feel less restrictive. So overall, this main theme of September is patience. That's the main thing that I am feeling through the energy, through what even came up in the tarot cards, the transits that are going on. There's going to need to be a lot of patience, discipline, implementing a healthy routine where you can be consistent and take small steps each day towards your goals, even if it feels restrictive and like you're not making any progress. Just know that you are. There might be a time delay, but trying to really utilize this earth energy of Virgo season to plan out your goals, plan out your ideas, and take those small steps each day to work towards your goals, even if you don't see the payoff right away, because I can promise you it will come. It just will probably take more time this month. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video. Comment down below if you want to add anything, maybe how you've been feeling since the start of Virgo season, or what you have noticed through the transits in your own chart. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again, and I hope to see you soon.